Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Vanita Janiarsi. My registration number is 2320019. Okay, I will explain one book reading about speed reading increase reading speed without losing comprehension. Why is it so hard to read quickly? If you think you are incapable of learning to read more quickly and efficiently, you are probably mistaken. Unless you have sustained significant brain damage, or you were born with or developed a disorder that impairs your language or reading skill, you can learn to read at a faster pace and improve your comprehension. Think about all the factors and tasks your brain must process in order for you to navigate the road, drive safely, and pay attention to what is going on inside and outside your car. Here, here are just a few. Override control like windshield wipers, right and left directional, headlight, CD players, and doors and windows. Read road signs and navigate across lines and exit to find your way to where you are going. Avoid other cars and pedestrians. Obey traffic signal, stop signs, speed limit signs, and other visual cues. Talk to other passengers in the car, and maybe even discipline. Talk on a cell phone hands-free, of course. Read direction from a piece of paper or a map. Keep track your speed to be sure you aren't going over the speed limit. Read goals to be sure you don't run out of gas and that your car isn't low on oil. Honk your horn when someone cuts you off. And your brain is capable of managing multiple tasks so that you don't have to stop the car to turn on your turn signal or white side wipers. There are parts of your brain that manage different activities, and language and reading skill require different kinds of focus. Because reading requires information process and retention, your other sense will lend a hand. You will hear words and imagine the winter sky with the snow falling softly. There are a number of things that affect reading speed and attention retention. Many of them relate to focus and concentration. Consider this issue, direction and impaired concentration. Either you are trying to read in a noise or chaotic environment, or you find it difficult to concentrate long enough to read and retain the information on the page. Poor mechanic skill and incomplete your eye movement. As silly as it sounds, you might be positioning the book or the piece you are trying to read in the wrong way. Uh, Tendency to read or to slow down. You may go back over material 2 or 3 times or consciously slow your reading because you did not pay attention the first time. Word by word reading and perception. Uh, you look at each word separately and until you recognize the word consciously. You do not move on to look at the text word. Internal verbalization of all words. You might read every word to yourself. Uh, verbalize the word is your head so you can virtual hear to the sound. Delayed reaction to information and material. This delay often comes from inattention, reading, or distraction. Desire remember every word. This is loosely related to the tendency to read or slow down. Reading is a visual activity. Your brain is better able to take in group of words and process them for meaning. Consider the primary reason for poor reading, and you'll realize that a dynamic and focused approach to reading is the most successful. The technique she used to improve her reading speed and comprehension result in her saying, feeling, hearing, and smelling the sight, sounds, and environment described in the book she was reading. Because she was able to free her mind from the drudgery of reading word by word and the limited perception that comes with the more traditional reading method taught in school, she was free to experience the books she read. How did you do on speed? Write the number of words you read in 1 minute on a page of paper. Next, we will focus on comprehension. On a blank page of paper, write everything you remember about the article you just read. Okay, thank you. That's all for me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.